Welcome back to Orwell. Let's start reporting on Molly Schwartz, the cleaning, maintenance, and mechanical repairs, customer service, and groundskeeping employee with 4 out of 5 stars. 4.5 out of 5 stars. Registered at Easy from November 2013. Like, look at this. This is dystopian as hell. Because this looks like video game information. She has worked 1,202 jobs. She has worked 6,899 hours, 3,223 hours groundskeeping, 2,151 hours maintenance and repairs, 510 hours customer service. She works 10 plus hours a day, will work nights, will work weekends, will work holidays for $8 an hour. Look at us working on the weekend. I get it. It's different, of course. When you're a single mother, that must be tough. I wonder why she needs financial stability. She makes less an hour than it costs for a single ticket to go to Harrison's fucking shows. I'm putting in this address because the conflicting data chunk is on a medical piece of information, and I'm going to assume that is her actual address, and I'm not going to give it to them yet. So we're going to give them the conflicting one. An address is always helpful. Yeah, let's get the email address as well, which will lead us to other stuff. Next, recent jobs. Listener, neat. Just as the Prime Minister leaves, the weather is getting even shittier. Blaine cancels meeting for surprise visits to Triffelf. Okay. Received ratings from 984 jobs. How many jobs did she do? It was like 1,000 something, right? 1,202. 202. 16, 17, 18. So 18 of her jobs have not given her a rating. Still not bad. But like 5 stars, very reliable, hard work, would hire again anytime. She pretty much saved us, and a critical employee went home sick, and we were very serious and understaffed. Absolute gem of a temp worker, fast, reliable at an incredible low rate. Yeah, the low rate's important. Now, these 3 have a conflicting data chunk. I'm going to take these ones. I'm going to take these 3, and I'm going to explain why when we find the conflicting data chunk. But for now, she has worked the past week. She's working a lot over the week. Does that account for or against her ability of having committed the bombings? I'm not sure yet. Same. Honestly, Bottom City cleaning still opens up to the concept that this is a government planned bombing, and she was doing the work as a cleaning groundskeeper, planting things, because I'm pretty sure I saw her working around where the bomb went off in that opening video. I saw a blonde woman doing some mopping and then walking away from it just before the bomb goes off. I'm not saying that is what happened. I'm merely stating that it's very convenient and possibly connected. And this game feels like the type of game that would absolutely make that kind of connection happen. I feel like that opening video has the bomber in it, and you can see them if you know who they are. In both, looking for a job, looking for temporary staff. In both cases, you've come to the right place. With Work Easy, you have the nation's largest database for more than 45,000 reliable temp and part-time workers, and over 5,600 high-profile employers right at your fingertips. For convenience and safety, we offer escrow payments. Escrow. E-screw? I don't know. Connecting temporary employees with employers of many areas. Yeah. Dystopian as fuck. Still nothing new. Gigs. What is turned off on gigs? What have I turned off here? Hancock decided to quit the band. No, that one's submitted, so that's not it. Definitely come to the Freedom Plaza. Nope, that one was a data chunk that got solved. New portrait. No. Did I not do that? Nope. Yeah, it's been submitted, so that's not it. The fuck did I miss? Target level 89. I really can't stand tearing down. So, Anonymous Punk's not dead. Catharsis. Can't stand tearing. This is not another picture. There's nothing here. Data submitted. You're lying to me. This is a lie. Great. Love when it does that. Alright, headlines, then we'll go to the listener. Prime Minister cancels crisis meeting and instead visits Pargis capital. Plans to lead renewal of stalled negotiations between Khazart and opposition. On Saturday morning, Prime Minister Blaine made a surprise shift of priorities. Originally scheduled for a crisis meeting with Secretary of Security Catherine Delacroix in regards to the recent Bon terror assaults, the Prime Minister instead made plans to mediate in the more than troubled negotiations with President Khazart and the opposition. The original crisis meeting was removed from the official party website, and Blaine took a National Air Force flight straight to Trifilth, the capital of Pargis. As a government spokesperson said, the Prime Minister has landed in Trifilth International Airport about an hour ago and was promptly welcomed by President Khazart with military honors. This alone gave the opposition enough reason to once again question the impartiality of the Prime Minister and announced that Blaine would not be accepted as a proper mediator. Nor should he be. Examination results. Dear Miss Maternova, I'm writing on behalf of Dr. White. On your last visit to our office, a blood sample was taken. This is illegal. I just wanted to be clear that I'm not okay with the fact that I can do this. That is all. I now have access to her full medical history. Not true. I have access to her full medical history with that patient number. That is an important distinction that'll make sense when we start reading her medical history. I would like to inform you that the results are in. There are no pathological findings. All values are normal and more or less ideal. Regardless, Dr. White has asked me to remind you of his advice once again. What did you do to yourself, Nina? What's happening to you? Are you... Initiate! Knock, knock. Huh? You've got to ask who's there. Not in the mood for knock-knock jokes. Aw, you blew it. Cut the crap. Who are you? So now you can ask. Initiate is the name. I will put down that they've been in contact. I didn't like doing this because initiate in contact with, you'll see why. You know what? I'm just going to let it go. Do I know you? I'm someone who knows you better than you know yourself, sweetie. Oh, not again. You're from Singular, right? Don't care how you got my number. Just leave me alone. No, that's not where I'm from. User has blocked this communication. So I was like, are they really in contact? I don't think so. But that's not true. They are in contact. Let's initiate again. I wonder what his or her role in this is. Let's find out. Initiate has been in contact with 2 of our target's persons, so should be enough. And here we go. Feel free to investigate this hacker as well, but keep focused on Miss Maternova for now. Yep. Michael, Sylve, Angela, Marka. So many names. Alright. So that's that. Oh, he tried again. Maybe he doesn't try again unless I put in that information. So last time, the second communication didn't happen right away because I didn't take this. Apparently saying that they're in contact makes them remain in contact. That's fascinating to me. Let's go read this. Alright, so... Okay, fine. Who's calling? Juliet? Welcome to Rosentech. You are calling outside of our office hours. Please... Oh, Julebug! Right, yes, I remember this call. June, it's so great to hear from you. Yeah, you too. That's why I called. 'Twas about time June and Julebug had their annual sisterly chat, right? Super right. How did you know I was working today? When aren't you? Ah, sorry, I forgot for a second you actually know me. Feeling stressed? Boss causing trouble? I can call back later. Oh, no. Hanging around at the office is just a good excuse, you know, not to be at home. I see. I never got why you moved back in the first place. I had to leave my student apartment, you know that. And you know that's a super lame excuse. You're in good money at Rosentech, don't you? You could rent any flat in town, you just don't want to. I see you're not going to relent. Nope, sorry. I had a pretty rough start into this year. I couldn't really stand being alone at the time. I feel much better now, but Mom, Dad, they're so happy I'm back. You don't want to disappoint them, do you? Yeah, I can't do that to them. Not again. And I was thinking Juliet had finally reached a state of emancipation. Hey, I have. No, you haven't. You're letting yourself be hassled by Mom and Dad yet again, little Jewelbug. Jewelbug. It's strangely nostalgic you still say that. Remember how I made that up for you? Yeah, I was so envious when Dad called you his Junebug and you didn't have any nickname for me yet. And rightly so. Don't give in to Dad. At least give him a good fight, okay? I will, believe me. Goody. So I figure I should leave you to work then? Yeah, office is empty, but yeah, my to-do list is long. Okay, let's talk another time. I'll call you again. Do not try and reach me. Just kidding. June? Yeah? Thank you for believing in me. Aw, look at you sounding so serious. That's what a big sis is there for, right? Guess so. See you, June. See you around, Jewelbug. Adorable! Alright, so, Jewelbug. Sure, why not? Let's throw that alias on there, see what happens. It's a fairly unique nickname. What a weird nickname is that? And so, this is another issue. Like, now that all of the context is gone, it's just a weird nickname. And, like, that's what's wrong with programs like this. And that's the whole point. Troubles in relation with parents, who doesn't? All those people out there who don't have troubles in relation with their parents, I envy you. Please, like, make sure you actually value that, because it's rarer than you think. I guess that just happens, even in really close families sometimes. It really happens in all families. Rough start to the year, happens when you have a breakup, and you were in a relationship with an abusive asshole. In a relationship at the time, yup. How'd you know I was working on a Saturday? Does he have anything to say about that? No. I wasn't going to take this one at first because of how often I will pick something and they'll be like, yes, here is the literal words. They only talk once a year. But no, that's a joke. But luckily it is saying that the only thing they're actually taking here is, hey, these two are sisters. So I will allow that. It's not incorrect. Alright, Initiate. This is fun. I got an achievement for doing this, and we're going to do it again. Oh, no. Can't block Initiate like that, sweetie. Buzz the duck off. Fuck. So, there's a way that I can go in and increase the speed at which all of this happens, and I've thought about it, because my ADHD wants it to go faster. But the speed at which things appear is important. It is going at a pace that is supposed to read as like actual human conversation. This is supposed to look realistic, and removing that aspect of it defeats a lot of the purpose to me. So as much as my brain would like me to speed up the text, that's not the point. That would destroy almost all of the immersion of the experience, really. So I'm not going to do that, and I'm just going to keep getting annoyed at how slow everyone talks. Let's scroll back up. You should listen to me, just for the moment, alright? And then I'm all gone. Poof. I don't care what you have to say. See, I know about your little band of troublemakers, and I really dig it. The government needs a kick where the sun don't shine. That's alright with me, sweetie. But bombing people, that's plain wrong. Bullshit. How come you think that was one of us? Let's just say I've been watching you for some time. The bot and bombs hit places where your outlaw posse has been in the past. No way you did not hear about that. Even the cops seem to have found at least something. They knew to look for the last bomb. It's gonna be a reason to, like put the conscience of mine at ease. I'd want to help you, not turn you in. How dare you threaten me? You got nothing. Yolanda, be cool. Who says that? I said I want to help after all, not threaten you. I'll show you I can be trusted. I'm going to hack that precious page of the party. Is that done? Oh, it's not done yet. Okay. So I'm not going to put this in until after it's done. It's going to be easy for those party it guys being lazy bones as long as they don't see it coming in the next few seconds. But then you'll answer my questions, all right? Don't care about your shit. Wait. Give me a sec while I get to work. Don't go away. If I could away from you, I would. Can't switch my phone off now. It's a nice looking firewall you have there, dear party web team. I thought at this point that I was being hacked. It'd be a shame if someone were to bypass it. Can you actually shut up? Doing this still gives me the chills, and I need to distract myself somehow, so sheesh. Done. Catherine Delacroix, Queen of Bullshit. The Ministry of Bullshit, dedicated to the purpose of power-mongering and bullying people, was formed as quickly as possible after the elections, just as anyone sane would have anticipated. She is most hated for the inception of the bullshit bingo in which Miss Delacroix always wins due to the high density of bullshit in her own speeches. Miss Delacroix was subsequently granted the title of Queen of Bullshit. Just a second longer. Done. Delacroix's never been prettier. Wait, I have to look at that. Oh, this is gold. Can we have a talk now? I'm just gonna go ahead and make my boss angry. Doo-ba-doo, doo-ba-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Are you mad? You sat on such important ruling, only passed it along after it was not useful anymore? You wanted to see what happened, didn't you? Yes. Keep my mouth shut, but if anyone finds out, good luck explaining why you withheld such crucial information. That shouldn't be too hard. Can we talk now? If you must, make it quick and quit poking around in my life. You said you were not involved in these assaults. I'm not. Okay. Do you think it's someone else in thought? This band of misfits? Never. Harrison's the only guy I can remotely imagine doing anything like it. He's being suspected of involvement in bomb bombings by Nina. Unlikely. This is all hearsay. We're not throwing it in. Harrison had an interest in Cassandra because she could access the big money. This, on the other hand, much less hearsay. Unfortunately. That part, we've got enough things pointing to that being true. She was mostly a spoiled brat who thinks the world owes her. Must be crushing when your friends only like you for your money. Julia was a bit shy but damn good at organizing stuff. That's why she is now a PR assistant at Rosentech. But not capable of going terrorist, if you ask me, which is why she's a PR assistant at Rosentech. You know what I think? I think it's the government themselves doing it. I fucking agree, Nina. I completely agree. I thought about it. Did you know that since 2011, all the electronic devices must have unique IDs? What a joke. Of course the government will bomb bot into bits to justify surveillance, right? I've heard that a million times by now. Every time something happens, there's nothing to these conspiracy theories. Not true, sadly. I've already found proof that could lead to it. They look like this, and it's not even secure. That looks a lot like the code labeled on my PC. That's because it is. What? Don't worry, I only access the number remotely. Nothing more. You deserve some privacy. She does deserve some privacy. But I have a feeling I'm going to end up breaching that privacy eventually anyway. Since you pulled that hack, I'm willing to believe you for now. Can you use your skills to find out if it's the government's work? What they're up to? Of course, my word is good. I'll get to the bottom of this. You just do whatever you do and keep cool, alright? Gotta go now. It's alright, sweetie. See you soon. Okay. Stop calling me sweetie. Okay. Oh, there was something else I didn't grab? Or, react to at all? Said no. Did it. Ah, here we go. Government needs a kick with a shut. Sure! In case it wasn't clear, initiates anti-government. That hack that happened kind of gave it away. What's this? Harrison's timeline. Oh, yes! Harrison is making a declaration. And it's bad. Alright. Nina. Let's go. We've got your actual date of birth. Not that it... it's... Got an address that's conflicting. We're keeping them separate. Industrial quarters. Yeah, see, she said on the dating site that she was living in industrial waste. So this feels more accurate than that. But it also could be both. Patient name, Nina Maternova. Yeah. What do we have for time? Okay, we still got plenty of time. The patient complains about pain throughout the left thigh and upper leg. She describes the pain as searing, burning, sometimes bursting. The leg feels numb at times. Symptoms occur whenever the leg is stressed, releasing only when sitting or lying down. Symptoms started 9 days ago. Addendum, I have asked the patient regarding the healed wound on her left upper leg. as no medical record existed in this database. Wait a second. Something was planted in her. Healed wound. No record. She has... What's in her leg? Existed in this database. She was evasive and gave no clear statement about the wound's origin. Maggie Schwartz. Molly Schwartz. I really wish I could control F a website. It's like, I'm going to go to everyone who's ever been to that school and see if Molly Schwartz is a name that exists. Visual examination revealed citrix on lateral. This is a lot of words I can't read. I can read many of the words, but not all of them. Pain is most probably due to a prior inflicted wound on the dorsal left upper leg. Has an injury on the left leg. Comprising or damaging the nervous... I don't see if it can come in handy, though. Cuteness, femoris... The symptoms are similar to those of... Sure. Parencytic. I don't know. Medical leave with strict rest until the end of April 2017 has been suggested. So, that's where the conflicting data chunk is with the working for the past week. So apparently, according to this, it doesn't make sense for her to have been told by a doctor to not work for the next month, and also for her to be working for this week. The reason it doesn't make sense to them, because they're under the assumption that she can just take a month off work and her child will not fucking starve to death. She is making $8 an hour working ungodly hours at a job that clearly thinks of her as just a number, even though she is one of the best fucking numbers they have. And that's just going to go nowhere. She's a cog. A real useful one that never needs any oil. Isn't that convenient? No pay raise because she keeps doing the job so good. And now the doctor's just like, hey, stop working. We need you to starve to death. For your health. This isn't conflicting data. Both of these things are true. She was told to go on medical leave by people who don't fucking understand what it's like to live in a world where you can't. Sorry, your life's so privileged that you cannot understand not being able to take time off, Doc. It must really suck for you. Aspirin 400 milligrams has been prescribed for the following annotation. Take 2 times a day after meals. Advise patient to come back if symptoms do not improve after 14 days. How long has it been? April 4th. It's been 11 days. Well, let's see if it still feels shitty according to a conversation with Sylv, so there's that. Patient reports of digestive nausea and vomiting, accompanied by a light fever, June 15th. So this was a while back. Provider, Lauren Fitzgerald, MD. Is that the same? Gerald White. That's fascinating. Patient reports a permanent unrest, inability to sleep properly, gets up 5 to 12 times a night, does not feel overly tired, hypervigilance. Apparently I deal with a lot of that too. It's close to feelings of paranoia, which I deal with. It's not the same. It's true. You still get to be tired with paranoia. Experiences heavy tremor in both hands when trying to write, also sometimes in legs when walking, especially in the left leg. And this is before this is 3 years before the other one. So 6 years total since the symptoms started with the leg. When asked for the duration of the symptoms to record the anamnesis, the patient said they began over 3 years ago. What happened back then must have been really bad. Yeah. But would not elaborate, asking why she did not visit earlier, the patient vehemently voiced discontent. Similar behavior was observed in reaction to any question regarding the origin of the symptoms or social and occupational circumstances at that time. She's got things to hide, and that's why she hates this thing. Because it's not even about if you have criminal things to hide. It's just you have things you don't want people to know about you. Everyone has things they don't want people to know about them. Some people just don't think about them. And they just hear this, well, if you have nothing to hide, then they just go, oh, well, yeah, I have nothing to hide. Why would I have something to hide? But you do. Everyone does. You just don't know what it is. And I'm pretty sure it wouldn't take long for people to find out the thing you want to hide. It's just unfortunately for a lot of people, Nina is aware of the fact that she doesn't want people to know things about her. In addition to the usage of strong language, the patient also hit a cabinet door with her fist. It was hard to get clear, reliable statements. So, Lauren made a note of just how violent and angry Nina seemed to be, whereas the next doctor made no notes of that, which makes me think that maybe a lot of the, like, also possibly suffering from PTSD. The patient tends to react aggressively when feeling challenged or confronted. Rushes to extremes. Symptoms are similar to those of a PTSD. So, what I read is, we need to get a professional in here. I'm pretty sure she has PTSD. What the profiler reads is, she is violent and aggressive. Maybe there's PTSD. The focus is not where it should be. And that's why I don't like putting this forward, but the fact that she's suffering from PTSD is important. Because it's part of, like, what happened 3 years ago to give her PTSD? Only confirmed by a dedicated psychoanalyst. Sounds menacing, an important finding. I wonder what might have caused it. Yeah. What situation this might have caused is unknown. Prior medical records for clarification could not be found. Strongly advised to attend psychotherapy. Additionally, Zamrulian Night, take 1 capsule per day, was prescribed. Night. It was suggested to go and find the company of other people, a like-minded group to talk to. And that's what started all of that. Out of curiosity. Nope. Products. Blue Spirulin, an all-around painkiller. Okay, dissolves in water. So she was put on painkillers for the leg. I can't remember what she was put on for her stomach. Soothing pills for a good night's rest against occasional sleep problems, and for acute application when suffering from insomnia. Acute application. Interesting. So painkiller, insomnia. Fascinating. What did you give him for Gastrex Forte? What? That wasn't one of these ones, right? Oh. Cough drops that fight against irritation of the throat, so that's not it. Apparently it's not one of those. Okay, that's fine. I mean, it would make a lot of sense. It just so happened that that company made every single one. Anyway, look who's finally taking credit for his job. I think most of you, my very loyal followers, friends, and fiends, have not actually heard that I'm writing for T&B, but yeah, that is a thing. Looky here. Yeah, we already read that. This is why you kept quiet here for so long. Great. So that says Judy Hull. Peter Fletcher. What the hell? The big revolutionary himself, a lackey to one of the most pro-fascist, pro-surveillance bullcrap newspapers? That picture? Is that spick and span babyface you? And that text? Loose lips sink terror ships? Will the real Hancock please stand up? Because the government bought you like everyone else. See the revolution go down the drain. Excuse me now. I have to puke way more than I ate. Peter. I know what you mean. I feel you. This is publicity. This isn't his actual... This isn't Harrison anymore. Harrison O'Donnell's gone. He's now a member of the party. When the TNB called on me to ask if I would write for them, I laughed at them hard for 30 minutes straight before hanging up. Then they called me again to let me know I could write whatever I want, no strings attached. Hell, I could even fucking swear. And I do, frequently. And now I get the attention and reach I always wanted. And there it is! That's everything Harrison cared about right there. He fully admitted it. It's all about getting attention and reach. That's all he ever wanted. Every single thing he did. Like, let me finish and I'll show you even more proof. Good luck with an article like that. You could not be any further away. Yes, that's itself. His website is The Writing on the Wall, which is just him. No one else is allowed on his blog. People can comment, but only on them themselves. You want to leave a message, you go here, where he can respond to you. You're on the message page now. And he responds to every single person, because he needs to, because it's all about getting attention. The targets, which we have proven from reading something else, previous posts from one of those comments, that he would be really cool in a band that they should name the Targets, and he went, that's a dumb name. Here's something of interest. Here is the current band. That is the picture for the Targets. Let me go back to his timeline real quick. Harrison's timeline. Bam. Picture for the Targets. Very important. Remember that picture. It might come up in later. Like, band. The first member that's no longer a member of the band is the same image. That's interesting. That Trotsky, aka Phil, is the face of a band that he is no longer a part of. And then suddenly Hancock is. Weird. It's really interesting. It's kind of like somebody needed attention. Kind of like the type of person who would constantly go out of his way to flirt with every single girl he runs into because he needs their attention. He craves it. That's how you become a womanizer, is because you think, oh, this is the woman. This is the woman that's going to give me the attention that will fill the void, and I will finally be whole. And it doesn't work. Because the problem isn't the person that is giving you the attention. The problem is the void. He has a void because his parents didn't pay enough attention to him, probably. No guarantee there. That he's trying to fill with spouses and everyone else's attention. And it's hurting everyone around him because his only focus is on filling the void in himself. He has no care about who gets hurt while he tries to do that. None. How did I click this again? Nothing. Ooh, I don't have access to the insider yet. Looks like I'm going to have to move some things over. I was worried this was going to happen. But at the same time, I also kind of wanted to see it. Oh, yes. That's what's going to open up the insider, isn't it? Oh, very good. You found a device UID. Every device in the nation has one, in accordance with the safety bill. What a coinky-dink. We can use the Insider tool to connect and see what a user has on their device. Note, a device must be running and have an online connection in order for you to access it. And we're going to click that link in the next episode of Orwell. And for now, you guys have yourselves a wonderful night.